Hello and welcome to another Unmasked episode of So What's on Your Mind? I'm your host, Lamar Bryant, and today we are sitting down and speaking to one of the best, if not the best, influencers in sports in the DC, Maryland, Virginia, which we call the DMV area right now. He does more than his share for the entire DMV community by striving for excellence. He has many projects from uh, from the Legend Coalition Basketball League, the Everyone Deserves a Shot organization. He also, he also has the Why Not Us project, and we'll talk about some other things later on that reaches ages from young kids to middle-aged adults in the basketball world. We're here to find out what is going on in his world, from politics, life, education, sports. It could be health, or anything that he wants to talk about today. Today's guest is a young man with a great vision and a brilliant basketball mind that I've actually had a chance to recently get to know. But I've marveled at his work for years. And, it's interesting that you find out who that person is. You marvel his work and you get a chance to sit down and talk with him. But I believe it was the Red Cup hour was where really I began to realize how much educated and knowledge he attained about players from not only the DMV area, but players around the world. He is a basketball historian, that's connoisseur. He also was brought on to have the first alumni basketball league game between Georgetown and Maryland, the alumni basketball league. Him and Rob Kennedy may be the only two people that I know that has an understanding of how the NIL, the name, image, and likeness works for college athletics. He's currently the CEO of Team Security Management and co-founder of Mid-Major Place. I want to say hello and welcome to the show to a guy, like I said, I got a chance to spend some time with him in Summer League this summer. We talked before that, but I want to welcome to the show, Ricky Goins. So Ricky, what's on your mind this morning?
Man, I just thank you for having me, man. I'm up. Getting back in the swing of things. Basketball season about to start. I actually coach my son's middle school team, so I'm getting ready for that. It's payroll day for my NIL company, getting the kids their money. So, I appreciate having me, man. Like you said, man, we had a great time in Vegas. I learned a lot from you about the business of the NBA. It's funny. I think you might remember I had Aaron Robinson out there with me, one of the twins. He just got hired by the Clippers. So a lot of the things that he's been talking about, he's been doing with stuff you was explaining to me how it goes. So, I think your knowledge of I think you need to do some seminars on work life as an NBA employee, because these guys have no idea what it's really like, man. So I'm good this morning.
And I'm glad. I appreciate that. That was a great conversation. But this summer, like spending time, and watching games, eating, fellowship. So It was good, man. We'll tell. I'm just thinking, like, what's on your mind? Because I know you're busy. So I know you're a man of many words. So I want to hear that. I want to hear what you think.
Man, if there's anything on my mind this morning, man, and so what I do, a lot of people don't know this, I'm very involved in political operations. So I actually work the elections as a judge. It's one thing I do. Just I enjoy it. I was a political science major in college, man. I'm thinking about the midterms, elections, and how, I think that we as sometimes people of color or more liberal don't understand the consequences of elections, no matter how many times we have to deal with them. So we're looking at a Republican takeover of Congress and potentially the Senate, and people are just kind of okay with it. They're, worried about other things. When you look up and you look at what's going on in the Supreme Court with the judges and with the legislation. And then one thing about Republicans that people don't understand is the way they build their congressional staffs is it's all marketing people. They don't have a lot of legislators anymore. So their job is to figure out how to make you afraid of something and for you not to vote. So we're gonna see some changes, I think, in the next couple months, man. It's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get nasty on the political side. I just hope people are ready for that.
Well, I'm glad you came on and spoke about that. It's interesting. You're a basketball person. I know you're well-rounded. David Aldridge is a basketball person. He came on and talked about voting, but it's very important, and it's it's a week away. I voted early already. I went in last. I think it was Thursday, Friday actually. My wife and I went and voted early, so it is important. I mean, I'm glad you mentioned it. You talked about it because people think they get mad at the president like he makes all the decisions, and it's everyone else from you being local to state. Like those are the guys who are making a lot of decisions, and people don't understand that. So I appreciate those great words today.
Yes, sir, man.
All right, man. Well, look, you have a wonderful day. I know, like you said, you got to get those checks out in the high clients, man. But I'm gonna continue to follow all the work you do. I'm sure I'll see you at a few Maryland games. I think my first stop is next Thursday, so I know I'll be over there that day. But
yeah, I think I'll be there too.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to seeing you on the road, man. I'll talk to you. Thank you.
Appreciate you. All right.